that those who want to apply for licenses do not have to run around looking for people in hotels for breakfast meeting or whatever. They can do it at a click of a button. So I think once this committee is satisfied, one of the very early actions that I will take at the CS is to make sure that we digitize this particular process, so that then it becomes easier to control, it becomes easier also to track, and it also becomes easier to know those people who have applied for licenses. Because within the process, if it is manual, you could have a situation where one applies a license, they stay for 5 years, another one applies in 3 months, and they are licensed. So I think this is what I plan to do to be able to address the issues of corruption. I also want to say that this event in May 2022, where Honorable has mentioned that there were residents who had not been compensated. Let me say that in the entire, it's not just a one-off. I think we've had quite a number of issues with relocations and compensation, and these are issues that we will need to deal with them in the law. Because as you already know, Best Titanium is one of the big companies that has invested. But as a country, we have not had an enabling legislation. The legislation that we have is the one that was done in 2016. Before that, we had one that was done in 1940. So in between, I think it will be important for my ministry to work with the National Assembly so that we are able to have a legislation which can guarantee the rights of citizens so that they are not exploited by investors. And as a government, we need to rise to the occasion so that we have proper regulations on compensation. The other question by Honorable Ichungwa on exploitation of fish in the high seas. Let me say that as a country, we have an opportunity. If you look at the entire blue economy and marine fisheries, aquatic fisheries, we have an opportunity now to make sure that we bring synergy and we also bring sanity in the area of fishing. Most of our fishermen who go to the exclusive economic zone, they have had these challenges where the other international trawlers come and they steal our fish. I think, Honorable Chairman, it will be our responsibility as a ministry to make sure that we work with security agencies to protect these areas. As it is now, I think we have quite a number of issues in the EEZ, and these issues will only be dealt with if we have synergy with the other ministries, Interior and Defense, to make sure that we secure this zone. Because in this zone, we can easily triple our income. In fact, if we are able to invest in supporting our local fishermen, if we are able to support other investors in this region, we can actually raise the income from 27 billion to around 150 or even 300 billion in the EEZ, the exclusive economic zone. The other part of that question was personal from Honorable Ichungwa. Indeed, yes, in my term as a governor, I had loans which I paid and concluded with the various banks, and therefore, as I concluded my term, I didn't have any loan with anybody. The other question from Honorable Opio Wandai on renewal of license. I think, Mheshimiwa, that should be a wrong accusation. I did not participate in any way in renewing the license for Best Titanium. In fact, if you followed the discussions, I think we have been very emphatic in terms of a public participation process where wananchi will be involved, where county government will be involved in the renewal. And I think in most cases we have seen gaps and we raised them. So I want to confirm that I'm not party to this special...
point of clarification.
Yes, on that.
I didn't imply that you did the renewal, because that wasn't your role at all.
Yeah, but facilitating.
The acquisition